Let's get it going. Ready, guys?
Yep.
Hey, guys, gals, friends, and pals. This is Paul Acevedo of Windows Central. Tonight I'm joined on the mic by Tyler and Brian.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
We are going to play some Grim Legends The Forsaken Bride for Xbox One. This game comes from Artifex Mundi, Polish developer who specializes in hidden object puzzle adventure games. This is their fourth hidden object game for Xbox One. They've released 1 million of them on PC, Windows Phone, all kinds of platforms. Great, now I can't find the remote control for my speaker. Let me duck out.
Ooh.
Let's watch the intro though.
How could you do it? All your confessions of love. All your promises. They were all lies. Curse you and your heartless kin.
That's better. Oh, what a nice ring.
Right. This developer seems to be heavily Microsoft focused, so Xbox and PC.
Yeah, doesn't mean they never ever will release on PS4, but they definitely have a very strong relationship with Microsoft, hence the Windows Phone and Windows 8 and 10 support.
Yeah, it's strange because there were PS3 games by them.
Yeah, I wonder if a bridge got burned or something, who knows.
It's always possible.
Could be. Hey, yup.
Stream Team! Yo, yup.
The animation in this game is very, very good.
Well,
You can tell they put a lot more time into it.
I was playing part 3 of this, the PC game, which only just came out. Because, you know, this one, obviously, they made it a couple years ago. You can play on casual or expert. We'll play on casual. Anyway, yeah, part 3, I mean, it really looks quite a lot like this one. I just feel like, it's not that it's terrible looking, but I do wish they would hire a regular 3D artist.
Can we go any faster?
The 2D stuff with, like, slight 3D elements, it's weird to me.
Years for you to come home. I think she can wait a few minutes longer.
I think it looks pretty good.
What do you think, T-Dog?
Do you know, Edward?
I'm more on Paul's side. Like, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's noticeably, I don't know, maybe a bit amateurish.
That's a good way to put it.
Hey, Dr. Saruda.
Swoboda! He's got a prescription for Twitch streaming. So they were just attacked by this giant bear. Luckily, they have survived. In
They
real
did.
life.
Yeah, they weren't attacked by the bear. The bear just ran by.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
I would say attacked is more of an active thing.
I suppose it didn't try to eat us. Alright. You have to use a hint. The tutorial gets a little bit obnoxious, but without it, I really cannot figure out the domino minigame that you can do instead of hidden object stuff.
Oh no, the luggage fell out of the cab.
Oh, I didn't realize that was instead of. I thought they were just making you do it. I just did the hidden object stuff.
You can play dominoes instead of...
It's not regular dominoes, it's like some kind of domino minigame, you know, just using dominoes as the pieces, and heck if I know what you're supposed to do.
They ran and showed
Ran.
soy sauce.
Soy
Whatever that
sauce or
was.
soy sauce.
He said
I
it's
think is how you
pronounced soy
pronounce
sauce,
it.
didn't
It
he?
is. Yeah, I think so.
Open diary, down on the D-pad. They do a good job of optimizing it for use with a controller, because you know normally these games are played with mouse or touch screen.
The controller controls are
Yeah.
pretty good. They aren't
Beware
bad at
the
all.
bear. You can say that again. Oh, bear's missing a finger.
Dang, man, that's rough.
I keep having a cough. I'm sorry, guys.
No, CMU,
Yeah,
not at all.
I'm not a Battlefield guy either. I'm not a Call of Duty
Oh,
guy either, but I definitely pick Call of Duty over
I'm
Battlefield.
sure a lot of people
so.
in the audience are, though. Nope.
Well, good for them.
That does make them especially cool people.
Everyone's really excited for World War One for some reason.
You got to grab your staff, Paul.
Yeah.
You just got it. Oh, okay.
Alright. Now I pull this rope closer and I will cut it with this improvised blade. Yeah. I'm surprised nobody in the audience is like, heck yeah, I'm jonesing for Battlefield 1.
Phew, thank you, my dear.
Maybe
It is pretty popular
maybe these people
online.
think they already played the first one.
Yeah, it works out great for the Xbox One, huh? Just stole that same sort of naming
What's up?
style.
God,
Oh look,
what the
there's a
heck?
kitty.
My
We've got to
ball.
rescue it.
I have to do something.
Come to me, kitty.
Hey,
But I don't have
MTA.
anything to grab it with yet. So let's walk up to this.
The kitty's such a
Oh,
cute
no, my
idea.
trunk. I hope my wedding gift for Lily's
Another one of their
alright.
games had something like that, didn't it?
It had an owl, or it was a mechanical
Yeah.
bird.
Pretty similar. Only kitties are cuter. Way cuter.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Indeed.
That's a good kitty. This one time it's okay to use your claws. The rest of the time, forget about it. Now I can look up here. I've already played through the beginning of the game, so some of this stuff I can go through a little quickly. Faster than you often
Yeah, I've played through a good chunk of it.
Nice.
I haven't seen any of the Injustice gameplay Famicorps,
I have not.
but I know it exists. I don't know.
Fighting-
I'm not a big fighting game fan.
Yeah, fighting games really aren't my thing.
I suck at them.
Good
You need
boy.
to put a lot of time into learning them and getting good at them if you really want to like experience the full game and go online and actually not just get destroyed by people.
But Injustice, like Mortal Kombat, has a ton of stuff you can just do single player, you
little
know?
devil.
It's a really competent, complete package, unlike Street Fighter V.
Yeah. Street Fighter V is finally putting out some single player content, I read.
Yeah.
You know, only what, 6 months after
Have you
release?
seen that little video they show of Cammy
Oh,
pulling a
no.
bag out of
My
her
wedding
butt?
gift for Lily's broken.
It's so funny.
No.
Yeah,
Fix it.
first
Sounds
you
weird.
see from behind, and of course she shows her complete buttocks, like her outfit is so ridiculous. Although sexy, but ridiculous. And then it cuts to the front of her, and she just reaches behind her buttocks and pulls out a bag and hands it to Chun-Li, and Chun-Li's like, what?
He's like, I don't know if I want to
Yeah,
touch
exactly.
that.
Strange. I will have to search
Yeah,
that
there's
out.
an
I guess.
animated GIF of it, it's great.
My Twitch chat is working fine. Shizou on you.
This one part, I don't like the controls on it. Like, normally the controls are fine, but right here, I don't know.
Yeah, they can be a bit odd.
It's finicky. You can only move left and right, and yeah, it's just not as intuitive as they normally are. But I'm trying to make a shape. I have to swap out the little pieces. It's giving me a headache. So what am I supposed to change? Oh, probably these two. Nope, not those two. Tyler, where are you with your puzzle expertise?
The circle ones, the purple that's on the
Yeah,
bottom.
look in the shapes, man.
Yeah. Oh, is there?
The purple on the bottom that has a circle on the right side of it. It's the second one from the left on the bottom, and that needs to go on the far right.
Okay. That did the trick. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Greg says he's not good at typing. You know, I'm surprisingly bad at it too. But in my defense, my laptop's keyboard is terrible.
Paul needs to learn shapes and colors. Back to the first grade with you.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Typing on a laptop can be a real headache depending on how big the laptop is and if you're used to like a full-size keyboard with a desktop.
And this one is just get the colored gems to match with their little
Power.
sunburst.
What if I don't wanna?
Well, then you're not going to pass the puzzle, Paul.
Son of a gun. There we go. Yo, Snapple Cap! Now I have to match these little strings. This one, it was confusing initially.
There
Nope.
are a surprising amount of zombies in this Zero.
Zero's all about the zombies.
He's all about mediocre third-person shooting with
That's
zombies.
true. The more mediocre, the better.
I mean, can you believe he's following up Resident Evil 6 with Deadly Premonition?
Oh, well, no, that's a well-liked game, man.
The game is
Oh.
so weird,
No
though.
really
way
weird.
is it a well-liked game.
Oh yeah, it's deliberately weird, but it is weird.
Yeah, I don't see the match to this one. Okay. We're trying, folks.
The match to that one's right next to it.
You lie. Okay, maybe you're right. Like so? Yeah, alright. Then where do you go? You go over here? Nope. Did it.
Good. It's alright.
Swizzlers and Dacker Player will help you with your typing.
Oh
No, no.
boy.
You can make some good money that way. Alright. We're back in the carriage. We're going to our sister's wedding. In this nice little village, which I believe is the setting of Beauty and the Beast. Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
Hey, Leonard.
Our guest. Lenny!
You must be Lily's twin. She's
That's some
waiting
bad
for
voice
you.
acting. You must be Lily's twin. She just read the line really
You
unnaturally.
look like Aunt Lily.
A full moon
I understand
is
that
over
you know, they
Bad
release
luck.
this game in multiple
Bad
languages.
luck, I
You know,
says.
eFigs they call it, English, French, Italian, German, Spanish. I understand. I read a review of the Steam version of Part 1 or Part 3, I forget which. They said the French translation was like totally botched.
Ah, that
So
sucks.
she wants her present. Miss Greedy here. Alright, lady. Stuff the dollar
Jeez.
bills down your shirt later, lady.
It's gorgeous. I'll wear
In
it
front of your
tonight.
husband.
I want to introduce you to my
Fiance, whatever.
Edward, this is my sister.
So nice
Boy,
to
she's
finally
a-
meet you. Lily's told
The
me
hot
all
looking
about
woman
it.
right there.
I feel like
As
Hey,
for
Ryder.
Edward, he looks douchey to me.
Excuse me, but I'm curious. You look a little...
He looks like a
W
dude,
Ryder,
bro.
yo.
Did something happen on your way here?
A bear? That's terrifying. You could have fallen into that rift.
The
Yeah, I don't know.
beasts
The
should
way they
stay
animate
in
their
the forest
faces
for
is
a
just
while.
creepy to me. It's like,
Someone
ooh,
needs
they're
to do
stretching and
something about
warping.
this.
It just
After the wedding, my love.
hire a real
I won't
animator.
let you go before we're married. We should go to the inn.
Animators are
You
expensive,
can help
man.
me with my wedding dress.
Her eyes are getting me a little bit. It just seems like they're super sunken in.
This wedding is so...
Ha! That's funny. Even your voices
You-
are similar.
But it's not what this game's going for, you know? It's not a AAA
Yeah,
release.
I mean,
Hey, creepy
obviously we
pinky.
should keep in mind that this is a game they also sell on phones for $3 or however many dollars, and it's, you know, it's aimed
Right.
at casual players, women and kids and stuff. Also men, but especially women are actually the main audience of this genre.
Let's go inside.
There's something hidden in the candles.
Huh? All right, let's give it a look.
It's
No, I'm not
night
seeing
for
anything.
a full
You have to
moon
wait for it
hangs
to
over
appear.
the abyss. Bad
What do you
luck.
mean?
It appears and
Bad luck, I
disappears.
says.
Oh,
Hey,
cool.
Gebetto.
Yay! There was a magic house inside the kennel. That was weird.
I think there's one on every single
Every
screen.
single screen? Crap.
Yep.
So how do I get out of here?
Have you met Edward?
Talk to everybody.
You must be... Let's go inside.
Oh,
They're motioning you towards the
Right.
door, man.
there was an achievement.
Can't
for
you see your
talking to
sister in the
everybody.
background, like
Oh, yeah.
waving at you?
Uh-oh. It's bear time.
Dun dun dun.
Yo, Static X. Job 2.
Lily!
I played it for probably 3 or 4 hours today, Famicor. So, at least that much.
And Gareth says the kid was creepy. I agree.
Oh yeah, the kid looks, you know, like some sort of demon child.
So, clearly this movie is ripping off the Disney movie. This game is ripping off the Disney movie Brave,
Are you all right?
obviously.
Where's
No, not
Lily?
really.
The beast took her into the woods.
Never seen
Well,
it.
it did have a giant bear in it.
You appear fine.
Otherwise,
so I'm going
they're
to
not
join them.
related.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, I actually never saw Brave either.
Hey, Captain Walker.
In my opinion, you're not missing
But
much.
for your
It's
own good,
watchable,
stay
but
close.
it's one of
I'll look for a
Disney
crossbow.
and
I need
Pixar's
some
lesser
light also.
efforts.
It'll be dark out in the woods.
I shall keep that in mind.
Yeah, but you don't watch very many of Disney's movies at all, do you, Tyler?
Did you see
Not, I mean, when I was a little bit younger,
He's right.
I would try and keep up with them. Like, I don't know, I think I stopped watching at least the Pixar ones around. I think Toy Story 3 was probably the last Pixar movie I saw.
Dang.
And Disney even.
Speaking of which, in Japan, they have released this amazing Toy Story Voltron figure. It is great. It's, you know, there's robots for all the different real Toy Story characters. They look like the regular characters, you know, like Woody or whoever, but then they transform into the pieces of this giant robot, and it's just one of the coolest looking toys I've ever seen.
Yeah, I saw that. That was so cool looking.
Yeah, the problem is it's $180 over there, and so that means it'd be like $20 more to import.
Probably. Twitch will abandon Flash whenever Adobe, or not Adobe, but Google decides to remove it from Chrome, and then they'll have to. They'll have no choice.
Okay, I've got it rebuilt. I need to find a candle.
Yeah, it's hard to watch Twitch on Firefox. Have they removed Flash from their browser?
Firefox had it for a little bit. They had it for a little bit, but they took Flash out.
So
I've had issues with the Twitch on
I
Firefox.
rebuilt the lantern and I put a candle in it, so now it's good. Do-it-yourself lantern.
Twitch uses Flash for the video itself. The player is HTML5, but the video it's sending to you is Flash. They haven't fixed that yet. They are working
Sounds
on it.
complicated.
Yeah, it does.
I guess. I don't know why it would be complicated. A lot of other sites have switched. They could just ask
Going
them.
outside. Oh, Twitch is so slow about updating.
I see them. We
And
have
then
to
just-
hurry.
Don't I know it?
Oh man, it wasn't even working yesterday for an hour. I couldn't launch a stream.
No.
Yeah, it took me half an hour to get my stream going yesterday. It was annoying.
There.
Yeah, super annoying.
Let's not forget about the new friends list feature that blocks a bunch of important
You have to
stuff. It
follow
can't be minimized.
Yes, that's extremely
clogged
annoying.
up the left
Yeah,
toolbar.
it's not even a feature. It's more like a nag.
Is there no way to
No,
hide
there's
it?
no way.
Nope.
Oh. No, I was wondering if I was the only one like that. Like at first I was like, oh, Twitch friends, that's kind of cool, but then I realized that it like blocks everything.
Yeah.
that
But then you
wanna see.
realize you don't
Makes
really
things
care.
worse.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, I mean, I'll see them in the stream if they're there. I'm not gonna like stalk people. Hey, MTA Rails,
Hey, I
where
found a
you at? I
collectible.
want to see what you're watching.
Does this mean I missed the collectible in the very first scene? I bet it does. So,
You probably did, yeah.
could have mentioned it. I didn't know there were any.
Allow me.
Mention it on the second
No,
scene.
100%.
There might not have been any in the first scene. I don't remember.
It wasn't.
No platinum trophies.
No. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Well, in fairness, I've never had the time to go
We
and
need to do
finish one
something
of
to lock
these.
its wheel.
They're about a 4 or 5 hour affair. It's not too bad.
Come on.
Yeah,
No
I mean,
time
back
to
when
waste.
I actually reviewed one or two of them for our site on Windows tablet, and I did finish those.
Yes, Steam and Xbox One only, please.
Yep. Can't create a PlayStation version out of thin air, as much as I tried.
Hmm.
Have to find a way across
No,
the
that would be an
ravine.
amazing giveaway.
A joke.
You need to contact Loot Interactive and give away
Maybe we could
Electronic
knock over this
Superjoy on
free.
PlayStation 4. Because it's still not actually out to play.
Yeah, what is up with them?
I don't know. But I think they released another game since then on Xbox One. Some jump jet Rex, I
Oh
think.
yeah,
maybe.
you're right, they did. I got a map.
Smart to keep track of my position in the forest.
She read that
Hello.
line really badly. I have to wonder what it's like to be the voice director. Is he just like, yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's good enough. Can you
I-
imagine what the
yeah.
other lines were if that was the one they kept?
I'd imagine there's absolutely not a dedicated voice director for the, it's probably someone who does 10 other things for the game and also is in charge of getting the voices
Could
on
well
there.
be. Let's use this stick. can't get flesh it.
Only if he hates himself, Bob
What?
Jones.
Oh.
Can you help me?
No, Mighty Number 9 looks fun.
I have to disagree.
Well, I don't know why anyone would say that.
I played the demo they released.
Eh, it's only a demo.
Yeah, it's the actual game. The single player part of
I
it.
mean, what I saw of it at E3 last year looked fine. It's been a while.
It looks fine. It plays terribly.
So, there must be a collectible around here somewhere. Where is it? If there's one in every scene, but I mean, you just have to move around and find the word interact changes to pick, and then you can grab. Any idea where it is, Brian?
I'm not sure in this one. There might not be one.
It's so hard to tell. I mean, there's no obvious thing, that's for sure.
You just have to keep an eye open and watch it change. I think this one you only visit once, so there's not actually a scene in it.
Maybe. Alright, interact. So now I will use the thing I got. Hey, come on, let me use it. There we go. A hiking pick.
Yeah, this game, I mean, it does have a little bit of 3D in it, but a Surface Pro 3 should be
Yeah, the
plenty.
very first Surface Pro, I'm positive, can run this fine if it's out on it.
Good
which-
job. Let's catch the beast.
Or it could run the Steam version.
If it's in the Windows Store, it
yeah,
probably
exactly.
is.
I mean, a lot of their games are on the Windows Store, if not every single one. I haven't looked lately. Wait, I thought I saw a moving thing, but... See, there's a little animation right there, but it looks like it's...
Yeah, there's some animation, like some of the mushrooms sway back and forth a little bit. And you scared off the poor owl who was just chilling on the tree.
Yeah,
It's
the
terrible.
actual 3D stuff you see, it's all video files, so that's why it isn't taxing anything. Oh, it just fell. This is about as far as I got when I played earlier. I got to the first hidden object scene, which is coming up, and then I had to quit.
Hey, congratulations
Here
to
you go,
round one
wieners.
winners.
What is this place?
You're the best.
Just got a collectible there.
Yeah, there's definitely one in this scene.
That explains how I was able to pick it up. Okay, so I can't do that yet. What can I do? Clear this off. Use this broken piece of face. Oh, I have to wash the broken piece of face first. Very well.
It's so mean that they make you wash it first. Jeez.
Tyler, what's wrong? Why are you so quiet tonight?
I don't know. I don't got a ton
Think
to
of all
talk
the people
about.
who tune in just to hear your lovely voice.
Just for the Tyler co-hosting. I know there's a lot of them.
I
Hey,
mean,
Ashley.
especially after
got
they missed you last weekend.
So many Tyler fans. Oh yeah, I was out last weekend during Resident Evil.
God, you slacker.
I know, I'm the worst.
Yeah, he had some kind of, I believe it was an opium party.
That's what it was.
Jeez.
Is that Octodad?
Surprising amount of children under 5 there, but it was a great opening
Incredible.
party.
Oh, we've got a hidden object scene now. Let's give it a shot, guys. Here is one. Okay. See, now it tells me to open domino minigame. Have a look at this, Tyler, and see what you can make of it. Build path of domino tiles to reach all the shields. What kind of sense does that make? Grab and place domino next to the one on the game board. I mean, I'm gonna try, but next to this one, right? Yeah, so does it have to be the same kind? I guess it does. Like, what's my end objective here? I can't tell. Now, I don't have one with a moon piece, so can I just put anything down?
But what are the X's?
You can't put a tile in that space.
Are you supposed to cover all the shields?
You just have to put a tile on it. You don't have to cover them completely. And it's dominoes. You just have to match them
For
up.
you to say.
It's easy.
No, this is like the hardest thing ever.
If you use the leaf one.
Such a whiner.
So you're trying to 100% cover them?
No,
No,
you
cover
just
the
have to
wall.
put something on it.
I'm gonna be a conscientious objector.
Mm.
So we're trying this. Of course, completing this means that it will skip the hidden object part. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I look forward to in these games.
Yeah. The blank.
Yeah, what does the blank side mean?
You can put it anywhere you want. Sorry, Swizz was asking me a question.
Swizzlers, you stay out of this.
I have no idea what he's even saying. I think he maybe had a few too
Dang
many.
it, Swizz, not again. He's really been hitting the liquor lately. Sad to say.
Hey, Maze.
So what are you most excited to see at E3, Paul?
Gears of War 4. Easily
Nice.
that.
I hear they're probably gonna have an announcement on that one. So.
Well, I definitely have a meeting to see it, so
Oh well, then that's a guaranteed.
yes, I'm guaranteed to enjoy that meeting, I can tell you that much.
That doesn't have an official release date yet, right? But it's almost for sure this year.
Yeah, and I expect they probably will say when the... Yeah.
Release that on Monday.
Yeah, I see he's having a severe problem here, Deb.
Who?
You
What? This...
having difficulties talking and playing at the same
I
time.
am not, but this is weird. God, it's weird.
It's not weird. It's Domino's.
It's nothing like real Domino's. I don't even know why they call it Domino's. I mean, look at that. Have you ever seen one of these things on your pizza? I think not.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's how you know if it's real Domino's or not.
That there.
It's like Christmas, where you get a lot of empty promises and nothing for a couple months.
E3?
So, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Because, I mean, you get all these announcements, but
if you're
then you
talking
get
about
nothing.
the Sony presentation.
Oh, well,
They're
that's
like,
just
this will
Sony.
come out in 12 years. Aren't you excited?
Maybe. Maybe, if they feel like giving it to
We
you.
might just delay it again.
That's how you keep things secret. You announce them 6 years before they release. That way there's no like actual leak. You don't have to worry about putting up ads on IGN and on Twitch because there's you don't have to worry about sending GameStop posters for people to pre-order it because it's still 4 years away.
Mm-hmm. And then when you release it, everybody goes, oh yeah, I remember that game.
I used to be
Yep.
excited about that game.
Hey, everyone wants the game.
Yeah, Bob Jones mentions Phantom Dust. Microsoft did announce that too early, and then they canceled it, disappointing people. Also, it's funny how Microsoft
Yeah.
leadership basically just torpedoed that game to begin with. You know, if you read the inside story, which Kotaku and maybe some other places reported. It's kind of like,
Yeah, that's
Tyler, didn't you give me the link to that?
good.
Wasn't it the story of Fable Legends and everything that went wrong with it recently?
Yeah.
That was bad.
hmm That was it. The most recent one that Kotaku had on there was about they weren't happy with the adoption rates of like Windows 10 and some of that stuff, and they were just concerned that the player base in Fable Legends was going to be too small to justify free to play.
Yes. I got a crescent moon for completing that. Kind of wish I had done a
Nice.
hidden object instead, but whatever. At least now I understand the minigame.
They make you do the first one, I think. I highly doubt that's going to change that much, Maze.
What do you say?
The Gawker bankruptcy.
Oh,
I mean,
No,
somebody's
no,
just
it's-
going to buy them.
I don't like Gawker, but I don't mind Kotaku at
See,
all.
I like
so.
several of their sites. I mean, I enjoy
Yeah.
Jezebel, which I know is not everybody's cup of tea, but, you know, I like it.
I like
I don't even
Gizmodo.
know- I don't even know what Jezebel is. I know what Gizmodo is, but
Gizmodo's
I don't read it.
okay.
Jezebel's their feminist
Yeah,
one.
IO9 is also pretty good.
IO9 has some good stuff on it.
Deadspin I go to from time to time. That's a
Yeah,
sports
see,
one.
so I mean, like, I don't understand anybody who just says, "Well, I don't like their sites." I mean, they have a lot of sites that are pretty decent.
I mean, yeah, what I like, I don't browse their sites. Like Kotaku has too much trash stories for me. You can't find good stuff amongst all the different crap that they post because they just post everything. But like, there's always good articles that I find on NeoGAF that link there. So I let other people curate the site for me, and then I just check out the good stuff. But they're like that Fable article was really, really good.
Yeah, written by Keza McDonald, British lady.
Yeah, they have some very good content
I've listened
producers.
to a podcast she was on before. Swizzlers would like for me to be on the Windows Central podcast. I just don't know if that'll ever happen. AJ pointed this out in our Discord chat the other day. By the way, everybody, you should be participating in our Discord chat if you have a computer.
Yes, and it should actually work this time.
Yeah, but anyway, AJ pointed out that I'm not really a Microsoft fanboy, and that is a fair observation. So like, a lot of stuff that interests the greater Microsoft fans doesn't particularly interest me. Although I do, I like Microsoft, but I would say I'm just more normal about it compared to some people.
Some people get really obsessed about it.
Nope.
Almost to the unhealthy point. You have to go get something for that, Paul.
I didn't know Windows Central had their own podcast.
They just relaunched it. It had been gone for a long time, and now it's coming back.
Interesting.
You're pretty much done here for the
Except
moment.
for this.
So
Now what can I do? I can go into the
I want to do a podcast.
yeah, now you can go into the cave.
Have to put a lot of effort into it.
No one's ever accused you of being normal, Swizzlers.
One of the wheels from the mechanism, but I'm not putting my hands in there. So, I can send the kitty. Okay, kitty, go get this for me. The cat meowed.
Yeah, this one took me a second to figure out. I'm like, oh, they're a bunch of mice. I have a cat. Oh yeah.
Cat's like, you get out of my way, rats. And I have to pick it up myself. I thought the cat was actually going to fetch it for me. Have we got a collectible?
Yeah, I have all notifications for Discord turned off unless somebody messages me directly. Just because I don't need to see all the crap.
I'll do a
Honestly.
podcast with you, Zero.
We should all do one together. It would be fun. The only problem, it would be hard to do one with Zero since he's so out of it gaming-wise. It'd have to be like a classic gaming one.
Well, you could do some retro
okay
stuff.
at keeping up on news. He just couldn't talk about impressions of playing new games.
Yeah, it's kind of like if we time traveled, like if a time traveler from like the 90s came and you put him on your gaming podcast. He could tell you all about the Great Saturn stuff.
Wait, there was Great Saturn
Yes,
stuff?
there was.
There were some. Not nearly as many as the 1900 PlayStation games.
No,
though.
I mean, it was not as successful, but its titles were very distinctive.
There was no Nintendo 64.
Ha! It had way more games than that.
Paul's favorite console.
What, there was like
Paul gives
364
the
games?
N64 no credit. The N64 had some of the best
It had
games
some
ever.
fine games, but I mean,
No, not fine. We're talking about like
One for
all-time
each- one
great
for each
games.
It had some pretty good stuff.
What's like the second best game to come off of? Well, there's Metal Gear Solid 1, and then there's Symphony of the Night, are like the two great PlayStation 1 games.
Oh, what would I say was the greatest PlayStation 1 game? Probably Final Fantasy
no,
9.
obviously it's Die Hard Trilogy.
Oh yeah, totally. I totally forgot about that. You're right, Paul. You need to go
That
make
is
a
a really
rope.
cool game, though.
You have things you
I
eat.
don't know. Where do I go to do that?
The pretty statue.
Fine. Barbie Horse Adventures. Yeah, I'm sure there was a Barbie game for PS1.
Oh man, there were several of them, and I should link you to some YouTube Let's Plays that are just insane, but not
Was
for children.
PlayStation 1 the console that got all the shovelware that generation?
It got a lot of
Anything
crap,
popular did.
but
Yeah.
it had some really
Yeah,
good
because the
games. though.
PlayStation 2 had a lot of shovelware. And the Wii was like the king. Because the Wii didn't even have any real games after a few years. All it had
Yeah,
was shovelware.
that was.
Oh,
that
yeah, it was
the
all
hard
just
thing
crap.
for the Wii. Because people didn't, people wouldn't buy the legitimate games put on it, and it's not people's fault, it's Nintendo's
Yeah.
fault, but oops.
Yeah, Nintendo used to be all about the licensing to make sure they got quality games, and they kind of tossed that out the window with the Wii. And they're just like, whatever you want to put on it.
And people, gamers do care about fidelity, and that's one reason why besides the online features, that's one reason why the Wii got abandoned en masse like that. Is because, who would buy the gimped version of a game when you can buy a much more competent version?
Well, yeah, true, to a degree.
Was there even that much crossover between, were there a ton of games? I guess they're they put out the FIFA and Madden games on the Wii as well as PS3 and 360, and no one would ever, buy that. You would never buy that unless it was your only console.
Boy, I don't understand this puzzle at all.
Yeah, you have no clue about this one, do you? You totally screwed it up already.
What am I trying to do?
You need to reset. You're trying to connect the wheels together.
The yellow and the red and the blue.
Yeah, you're trying to connect the red to the red, and the yellow to the yellow, and the blue to the blue.
Okay, got it.
Oh, yeah,
and they get progressively harder. There's 3 sets.
I have faith in you, Paul.
I'm not so sure.
Let's see, red. Have you go up here. This one seems like it requires some trial and error unless you can really plan in advance in your mind. Yeah, that wasn't right. Whoops. I didn't mean to walk away.
I have a lot of mobile games like this, so it's
took me all the way out of it.
It's pretty good for me.
Start with yellow on the screen if you're still on it. Looks like yellow might be hard to do.
You think so? Okay.
I do.
Yeah, Tyler's right. The yellow one's the harder one. And then once you start getting them, once you have one solidly done, the rest just sort of fall into place.
Swizzlers, you're getting those negative ones on your own, buddy.
Yeah.
Gotta not start so much crap. Let's see.
Yeah, you gotta. You're very aggressive when you talk, when you comment. Gotta not be quite so aggressive.
Yeah, does Mace still play a lot of mobile games? Wasn't he big into mobile for a while?
Was he ever?
There are some decent mobile games. The new Uncharted mobile game.
That little puzzle treasure game.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Did it?
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad.
See, I didn't need any help. Achievement! Don't skip. Solve 3 puzzles in a row without skipping. Who would ever skip a puzzle?
Yeah, who would skip a puzzle? That's
mobile
just silly.
game heaps. I think you left a word out there, Sinogaris. So I'm just gonna move on.
Mobile game could be the verb in that sentence. Mobile game heaps.
Oh, he means he plays. Oops.
Hey, where are you going?
He plays
Oh,
them a
the
lot.
kitty ran off all on its own. Get back here, kitty. Lucky he didn't step in this bear trap.
I guess mobile would be the adverb. Game would be the verb. Heaps would be an adjective. I don't know. Adverb.
Something about a piece.
Hey, man,
I is the subject.
mobile phones are huge in Japan, so
Yeah, they are. I don't know. I can't get sucked into mobile gaming for whatever reason.
I like
flip phones too.
Or something.
back when, for a little while there, I was genuinely into it, but then I realized that I was missing out on a lot of real games by playing so much on my phone.
Yeah. Well, part of it too was you were writing for a site that was about phones only. So
Yeah.
Now, little fryer,
Don't.
family friendly.
Bad cat. Bad.
Ah, I set off the bear trap. There's nothing else to pick up here, definitely. Doesn't look like it. How rude.
how rude. I heard that Orange is the New Black's new season comes out soon.
How caught up are you on that?
I think I'm all the way caught up on that one. I think it'll be the 4th season, and I've seen the first 3.
So let's be honest, the main thing you like about that show is the ladies kissing each other.
I mean, that's the main thing I like about every show that has ladies kissing each other on it.
Tyler is very transparent.
That's right. That is right. That's why I watch Sesame Street.
Woo. Oh, the things you can learn about.
I don't like how when you get it wrong, your controller vibrates really hard in this. That's kind of annoying.
Yeah. It's not so hard that it bugs me, but let's unwrap this weird book filled with feathers and weirdness. Some crazy guy's been writing all this. The bear was here again. What does it want from me? It's already taken all that was dear to me. Destroyed my dreams. I hate it. That explains all the bear traps.
Oh boy.
See, I'm a better voice actor than the people they have in this game.
Ooh, dang, Adam. I know. And I can't control everybody.
I'm throwing some shade.
A little bit.
He is on,
Adam, I've seen so many
Orange is the New
attractive
Black.
lesbians in my time. Heck, there was just one staying at the hotel. Is that everything here? I think that's it. Here,
Yeah, you come back to locations a few times sometimes.
book down.
I mean, 4% attractive people is what the general population is like.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys are just lucky that I'm so attractive because
Break into
it's
my
only
house.
1 out of 4 of the
What?
main 4 co-hosts on this
You're lost.
stream.
There you go.
There's a reason I don't use a camera,
Here we got
man.
a creepy witch lady.
Calm down, dear.
Yeah, I can't use it because I get too many private messages from
Yeah, they're all
chicks.
hitting on you.
See if I can help you.
That's right.
Hence,
Swizz, stop
And
emailing
sometimes
Tyler.
guys.
There might be a way. You'll
Yeah.
need to make a special
Actually,
powder.
mostly guys.
It will reveal
you
the
have to
bear's
make
trail.
bear powder.
Even lead you to its lair.
Yeah, her face is
If you so
eerily
choose.
smiling. Like,
Some
she's like,
of the
"Yeah."
ingredients you will find in my hut
Yeah, she's a
And the
little creepy
rest.
looking.
outside.
Yeah, no, you know, one thing I don't like is
To
when
go
online
into the
people
forest.
rate the
I
looks of
have a
people and they
problem to
basically
take
find
care
it.
of.
They basically say anybody who doesn't look like a movie star or a model is unattractive, and I think that's, like, you can't live your life that way. In fact, Tyler, that's probably why you're still unmarried after all these years. 'Cause your standards are too
Everything
high.
you'll need to know is written in this
Yep.
book.
Oh yeah.
Our little kitty looks
I mean,
cold. Please.
I don't think that everyone's
the
goal in
fire.
life needs to be to get married and be in a relationship.
Oh. Well, who's gonna keep your family line going, bro?
I don't know. I don't really care about
Aw.
that.
Well, you should.
Why?
Somebody has to.
Oh,
Dang,
my
Icky,
brother will take
dang.
care
Do
of
you,
that.
I mean, do you want the 1701s to die off?
Not the 1701.
See,
I mean, when I'm dead, will I ever won't really care?
well, I mean, it's basically the only way that we get to sort of live on beyond our years, is just knowing that a part of you is still, you know, exists after you're gone.
Yeah, but you won't know that a part of you exists
You know,
after
because
you're
I mean, you
gone.
know in
Just
your life.
start your own charity if that's what you want.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't have to be in a relationship or get married
That
to
is
do
true.
that anyway.
In fact, maybe there's a bunch of little Tylers running around that we don't know about already.
Maybe there is.
Go down to the
Honey
local donation
bear.
center.
So
Make
I
a
can't
deposit.
actually do any of this stuff until I get the ingredients, I assume.
Yes, you need to get all the ingredients first.
I didn't pirate Xbox One games. I didn't do any. Like,
Oh,
okay,
Tyler.
I did do something different than what everyone did on the Fallout stuff. But the general idea is the same. And in fact, the Fallout stuff was more valuable than any of the stupid crap that I stole.
Although Microsoft was very
Yeah,
generous
this time they were.
Oh, yeah.
with that.
Yeah. Oh, you know, sorry, or yeah, thanks for stealing from us. Sorry.
Here's $10.
Here's $10. Sorry, we have to take the stuff you stole back.
But I'm
It
sure a
is
lot of
nice.
people didn't.
I
think
already
it was
owned it,
stealing.
so
There's a collectible.
Well, then why would mine be stealing? I took advantage of errors on marketplaces.
Hey man, I didn't
Mhm.
want that to happen to you.
there's little fairies in a lot of the scenes as well.
Wee fairies? Is that how you would describe them?
Yeah, so if you think you're done in like a zoomed in instance, but it still lets you interact with it, there's probably a fairy hiding in it somewhere.
That doesn't man, that sounds hard.
It can get tough. They can get kind of complicated to see.
The wood is bone dry.
Yeah, stealing does not equal buying something priced as free. I agree.
Well, yes, but it was actually a mistake. So, and with the way digital software works, you technically don't own it.
So
And even after you buy it, you don't technically own it.
Yeah, even after you buy it, you don't own it
license.
because you have purchased a
Yeah, you own the
license
license.
to use it.
That's good enough for me, man. Good, Gert
I mean, you
Gang.
have to
Good.
trust
So-
someone to always honor that license versus like the disc that's on my shelf. I don't have to trust anyone to honor a license. That disc will always be playable.
Most of the time,
Yeah, it's true.
you can open that chest in the
Buy an
center of the
EA
room
game
now.
and the online will stop working after a while.
Oh, never mind. You already did it.
The 2K games are even worse than that. I don't get why EA gets such a bad rep there. They kind of deserve it, but the 2K games are even worse. The NBA 2K goes down in like a year and a half after it comes out.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Well, that's one way to technically own that piece of music, Lil Fryer. But you know, I very rarely buy music anymore. It's mostly
Yeah, I
just
don't-
streaming.
That's better.
Here, if I want to listen to a song, I just listen to
CDs are useless to me, so I only buy MP3s. I don't need the CD sitting around collecting dust. Let's see.
Well, you could buy the CD, rip it, and then put it on your
but
shelf.
I mean, again,
the shelf part is what he's
yeah,
saying.
exactly. They
Right?
take up space, and
True.
God, I mean, I've got like a box with, I don't know, 60 or 80 or 100 CD cases. They're not doing me any good.
Yeah, that's why I only buy Kindle books now. It's because I hate physical books.
I do still like physical books, but I understand liking the... I mean, like, comic book wise, I mostly buy digital from Comixology, and I do love that.
Well, I mean, if you buy that few CDs or that few music, Lil Fryer, then yeah, buying a disc is your better
Yeah,
way. Hey, Alejandro.
Well, Lil Fryer hates everything, so it's probably like one CD every decade that he buys, but yeah, if it's...
I did the math. I bought at least one CD a month years ago and said, well, that's $10 a month, so
Hidden object.
why not just get streaming and listen to all the music I want? Hey, Sean,
If I buy, you know, like I'll buy a movie
listen to a lot of
soundtrack,
music,
like the
right?
Deadpool soundtrack. I buy game soundtracks and stuff. It's not stuff that you would ever... You know, I could never find everything I wanted on a service, but even then I would always want to own it and be able to copy it and use it wherever. Nutcracker is missing a
well,
head.
that's good.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our own personal taste and stuff. Icky was saying how he just listens to music on YouTube. That's hard for me to imagine, but, you know.
A lot of people do that. That's
Yeah,
their
that's all I do.
that's their
But
music service.
It's only for like one or two songs at a time. I'm not a huge music guy. I just listen to music in the car, but that's it.
I would have to say streaming actually supports musicians quite a lot. Honestly, they get quite a lot of revenue from it now if you're a big musician. Man, that little squirrel doesn't want to give up that key.
Yeah, what am I supposed to grab first?
Grab an acorn to give
There's
to
a lot of... Oh, cool. Yes, let me pick that up. Alright, now let me try to use it on the squirrel. Shell is too hard for the baby squirrel, see? Nothing's ever just easy in this game.
Nope. There's something at the top you want. It's above the
I don't know what
dragonfly.
I guess.
just kill the squirrel.
Yeah, I'll use the smasher on it.
Jeez.
Just like slam it with a shoe or something.
I don't think that would fly.
So, where do I smash the nut?
Yeah, that's
Oh, I'll
funny.
use this thing, huh?
Hey, Sergeant Torrente.
Use nut. Nope. Nope.
Yeah. One thing about like when digital games were first going to start coming out, I remember Sony, like for their Vita games, they were always 10% off the digital versions versus the retail versions. But like publishers definitely got away with murder, charging the same price for digital versions that they do for retail versions.
That's true.
But, I mean, you know,
But people are willing to pay for it, so
and
why
the
wouldn't they
logic
do it?
behind it is that they don't want to burn bridges with retailers, you know, like GameStop. in particular complains about anything like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that they see more total profit from a digital sale versus a retail sale.
Well, I'm not sure how Amazon is doing it without burning bridges, because I have switched to pretty much buying all my pre-orders from Amazon just because the 20% off is a ridiculous deal.
I mean, I don't think that I don't think that the publishers get the same amount from Amazon regardless, so I don't think they care.
But that might make other publishers mad. You know, other retailers mad because they're they're giving away their games.
Yeah, but the retailers, you have to keep the publishers happy. Like, it's fine if retailers piss each other off because they're in competition anyway.
True.
And I mean, Best Buy was doing it long before Amazon, and their Gamers Club is actually cheaper than Prime. You obviously get a ton of other benefits with Prime, but
yeah, I already have Amazon Prime just for the shipping. I mean, the shipping alone is insane.
Yeah, but I mean, Best Buy was doing it too, and I mean, I don't pre-order a ton of games. When Best Buy has a $10 reward zone cert, I'll usually pre-order from them too because it's just a crazy good deal. But if I want a game for sure day one, I would get Amazon just because they don't have tax in Utah still. So save $3
you lucky
over
boy.
Best Buy. Yeah, I am lucky.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, they'll build a distribution center out in the middle of nowhere and then start charging you tax.
Well, even without distribution centers, most states have taxes on Amazon, right?
Lately, more of them do.
State taxes.
They mostly only charge you tax when there's some sort of presence in your state.
Well, now states are just making laws. Like, states see the lost revenue and they're like, "Hey, we should be taxing that."
And
whether or not there's a justification.
There really is a ton of lost revenue. There's a ton of lost revenue.
That triangle thing goes somewhere.
Yes. But, I mean, that is against... Isn't it a constitution thing that the states aren't... that you're not supposed to tax interstate purchases? I don't know, but...
They're not technically allowed to, which is why people get away with it.
And I mean, states, wasn't it called, like, fair use tax or usage tax? I don't know. I'm supposed to report all my online purchases on my site.
Good joke, Tyler. Good joke.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you're supposed to pay it in your
you're supposed to.
State taxes. They can go ahead and audit me for my,
I'm not advocating that anyone do that, kids. Remember, pay your tax, man.
Yeah, pay those taxes. You better claim everything you buy online on your state taxes. I do. That's all I know.
I like Amazon because by the time I get home from work when I pre-order a game, it's sitting on my doorstep. So, I don't think you can open up the second side of that one.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what Brian said too, Lil Fire. I mean, it's not that big of a deal when you work on Tuesdays because you're not going to be playing the game until 5 p.m. or later anyway, and almost
you're
always
missing
happen
something.
to you.
You have to go
by
outside.
5 p.m.
Outside, huh?
So picking up a game at midnight or 10 a.m. doesn't do anything for me at Best Buy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 12 anymore. I can't, I can't stay up till midnight, go down to GameStop, get my game, come back home, and start playing it until 5 in the morning. I can't do that anymore. I gotta go to work. Well, that sucks, Lil Fryer. They're always here at like 1 p.m. for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazon can be late for me, but I'm also like not, I'll get a new game and plug it in and play it for an hour and then do something else. Like, I mean, I don't have that same sort of, I have to play this game day one and I have to be one of the first to experience it and finish it and stuff like that.
Adam doesn't either.
Really?
You don't say.
He doesn't even have to play it the same decade.
Yeah, I heard that he just pre-ordered, I don't know, I can't even think of a game old enough that Adam would maybe actually
Mario
have ordered
64.
that. Mario 64, that's right. Yeah, I heard he just got Super Mario Sunshine for the first time.
A little bit of honey.
Wow.
How am I
He's
supposed to
super
get
excited for it.
To get the honey?
You're skipping ahead a little bit.
I
You need the smoker before you can
know
get the
you're
honey.
one of mine.
AJ, that's true about Best Buy if you're like Elite or Elite Plus. The general post-purchase price matching time frame for Best Buy is really short if you're not Elite or Elite Plus. It's like 10 days now.
Jeez.
and they're not going
I think you need to progress into the forest
Yep,
a
that's
little
where I
bit.
went.
Okay, good.
Just looking around. How are we doing on time? Okay, we have 20 more minutes, everyone.
You got about
Yeah,
15, 20.
Just so everyone knows.
I always buy physical games whenever they're available.
I buy physical for the PlayStation 4, but I have a lot of digital games for the Xbox One.
Even if I didn't get all my games for free, I still would buy all digital in most instances. But
And here's the thing about digital that Paul takes advantage of that not as many people do, is that you can share your digital games with two
Yeah.
consoles, both on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And in that regards, you can turn a $60 digital purchase into a $30 digital purchase, especially if you if like you love playing games both in your bedroom and in your front room and you don't want to switch Xboxes or whatever. But if you have two serious gaming members in the same household, that's cutting the price of games in half.
Yeah, that would be helpful if my wife and I played the same kind of games.
Yeah.
we don't.
and
Not
that's
her
another
fault
thing.
you're so
You have
picky,
to
Brian.
focus the game for the good
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I actually think I'm way more in sync with your wife's streaming habits than I am with yours.
Back to the house, Paul.
Tell
Already?
her to start
I
streaming.
shouldn't look around at all this other stuff.
Yeah, she's actually thinking about it. There's nothing really there.
I mean, it sounds like she's a little bit more into like action games.
Well, I don't know about that. She's more into,
Very RPGs.
well,
And,
I just played all 4
No,
Uncharted
Zero,
games,
that's-
Tyler. What else do you
I
want
I mean,
from
for
me?
one thing, then you have the, moving things around still is much less convenient than just having it built into your hard drive. But no, it's the fact we can play the same game together online, which you can't do with one physical copy. That's only one copy.
Yeah.
We really legitimately
That is
have
the
two
nice part
copies
about this.
of everything.
You don't have everything yet, Paul. You need to get the smoker
Then
so
why'd
you
you
can
make
get the
me come
bees.
back to it?
Because the smoker's in the
I don't
house.
think you're right.
You have put it together.
I don't think I did.
You
The
did.
other reason I like retail is because I do like to sell games on Amazon and stuff when I'm done with them. So
It's over by the fire.
It's-
Tinder in here. Let's burn it up. A match won't light wet tinder. Need something that burns longer.
And you really don't have to be in the same household to share games on Xbox One.
No, you do not. A lot of people don't. They
Technically.
do it remotely.
Another
Yeah.
person.
Well, I put Tinder in there, but now I don't have anything to use on the Tinder.
Yes. You have a shovel.
Oh, it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, on the fire.
Are you sure? I thought I already... Oh, weird. I thought I did. Like, every time I'm going through every item I have. Huh. Steel shovel with embers.
We're hurrying him up here, people.
Yeah, Alejandro, I was actually talking to some people about Twitch today myself.
What did you tell them?
About video games, just what I do, because like people were asking me what I was streaming tonight, and I'm like, well, I'm not streaming. I have a friend who writes for Windows Central, blah 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 blah. He does a weekly stream, that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's cool.
All right. Now go find those bees.
Alejandro said he's on vacation. I asked him for some details. He would not divulge them. I guess it was a secret.
He's with his dad, so he went to wherever his dad lives.
No, his dad came from Mexico to see him.
Oh,
Nice. Man, you got your dad to come from Mexico to see you? I can't get my parents to come down to Florida to save my
Bring you
life.
some of those Mexican comics.
where do they live?
Where do your parents live?
Now, I need to extract the honey
Right.
from the honeycomb.
Yeah,
Me? Oh, they live in Illinois,
Right.
where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
nothing else.
Man, it seems like in the winter that would be like a wonderful reason to go visit you.
Yeah, you would think that. They've only come
Yeah.
down once since I've been here 10 years.
Oh wow.
Should have been nicer than when you were growing up, dude.
Have you been up there to visit? a few
Yeah,
times?
I haven't been there for quite a while.
If I don't find some
Just 'cause I'm-
directions.
Illinois is boring as hell. Go back to the house,
Fine.
Paul.
I want to explore this maze.
You can fast travel it by opening the map,
Uh,
and it'll just take you where you want to go quickly.
why do you bring that up, Zero?
yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm not sure what that insult is, but it's pretty good.
Ooh, I'm gonna grind up. Oh, that's messed up. You guys. How do you know I don't especially enjoy the large sandwiches?
There's a hint, Paul. The map gives you a bit of a hint. Anywhere where there's something for you to do, there's an exclamation point on that area.
I see.
So that's a little hint. That's a freebie hint.
Yeah, actually, Nightmares from the Deep does that too, I believe.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Cinegaris. There's a lot of old people down here. I'm not old. Well,
Tyler
I
would
am,
be in
but
dating
not
heaven.
really.
Compared to the Florida residents, you're probably quite the young set.
Oh yeah, we were the youngest people in our neighborhood when we moved in.
But yeah, that's
By,
definitely
like,
not a
30 years.
stereotype. It's true that
Yeah.
there's a lot of old people in Florida.
Yeah.
Tyler,
There
am
are.
I not wrong that you would be in dating heaven there in Florida? You have an embarrassment of riches.
Tyler likes the gilfs.
Yeah, I like what's the word? The geriatric ladies.
To the fire with you,
Okay,
Paul.
fine.
We'll speed this up
Jeff
so you can
likes
actually
older
finish
ladies
this
too.
part of the puzzle. Hey.
Oh. We can't be sure he doesn't like older ladies.
Who doesn't like older ladies? They're nice.
They are pretty nice.
They have candy. That's what Tyler's all about.
Free candy.
Right. Oh yeah, Rock did meet this free this weekend.
Hey, Jason the Panda.
So where do I use this cup of wax?
Outside.
Why do you use it?
If you look at the book, it tells you need a casting of a bear paw.
So this feels more like just an adventure game, not necessarily like a hidden.
There's so few
thing,
hidden object puzzles.
Yeah, their games are like this. They can be a little sparse.
It feels like the least so far of the ones I've seen, because I've seen Paul stream quite a few now, and this one definitely feels like the least amount of hidden puzzles versus, get bees wax from the bees, and then grind it into wax, and use wax on the candle, then use the candle to light the tree, and then use the tree to tell you which way to go or whatever,
Yeah, this one is very puzzle heavy, which is fine. Yeah, guys, if you haven't joined our Discord channel yet, please do. It's mostly for people who actually have a computer and who can leave a browser tab open or leave the computer app open. But yeah, we have a lot of fun little conversations there, especially now that Tyler joined. And, Adam really should join, and other people should as well. So please do.
Come join right now, and you'll get your own unique insult from me. I'm in there right now, and if you join,
Oh, boy.
I will insult you. So come join in.
Okay, let's read the thing. Add the wax to the candle.
Does Discord have a Windows 10 mobile app?
It has no,
I
it
would
only
guess
has
the answer
iOS
is
and
no.
iOS and Android. Yeah, but if you're on Windows,
Yeah, you should probably mute that.
I don't even know how to go. User settings, I guess.
Ooh, there you go, Paul. You got it.
I'm gonna use the hammer on the little fangy things.
That's Discord, Alejandro. It's got some really cheesy sounds. Just follow the instructions,
Can't-
Paul. It's
can't.
very clear.
Need to smash those claws to dust. Where? Oh, so get the hammer. Okay.
Paul must be a horrible baker.
Hey, actually, back before I went to college, I used to cook a lot. I loved it. Okay, what now? Use the berries and the... Oh, interesting.
Discord is like a chat room, Sinocaris.
Yeah, it's just
One
one
big
big
chat
chat room.
There is audio components, but I don't think anyone ever
Yeah.
turns that on unless you're doing like a. I know that actually like PC gamers will use it as a way to party
Yes.
chat, right?
Yeah, instead of Skype, they do that. Because Discord's supposed to be easier on, system resources. There's a dish in the middle after you put all your ingredients, Paul.
Gotcha. But yeah, basically that's how we've been keeping in touch lately. Outside of our streams, we can always just go and chat with each other, and it's nice. We can announce that streams are coming, like when other people are streaming. But like, it's not all stream talk. We just talk about whatever. It's just a way for our community to stay close together.
You can get a live play-by-play and commentary of the Pittsburgh Penguins game tomorrow night from me and AJ. Pretty sure everyone else loved having that.
Tyler,
going
we
on
want
in
people
there.
to come to Discord.
No, you can watch me and AJ whine about the refereeing going against our team, and yeah, it's truly the way to watch the Penguins game.
Why would you ever microwave popcorn? That's a terrible way to make popcorn.
That's how
that's
everyone
most
makes
people
popcorn.
do.
No, metal mixing bowl. You
What do you do with it? Put it in the oven?
No, you cook it on your stovetop.
That sounds like a really hard way to
I
make
think that's how they
popcorn.
used to do it in the 1800s.
It's actually quicker than making it in the microwave, and it makes perfect popcorn.
So is a microwave.
Probably
You
doesn't
need
good,
you
does
need
it?
to follow the recipe, Paul.
I don't think Adam has a microwave. It's a little too advanced for him.
Or
That's true. He's still using a toaster oven.
Wow. Dang, man. The hate.
So easy to
So
pick
3
on.
times. Oh, though it's always with love. So I mix everything up. Adam knows he's one of my favorites, and Tyler's.
Tomorrow there are actually 2 E3 conferences to watch. Just everyone remember that they're actually starting on Sunday this year. I mean, last year Bethesda had a conference on Sunday, but that was kind of the first time. But I think Bethesda and EA have something tomorrow. You know? I think it's EA.
I'm going to that Bethesda thing.
Oh, nice. So you're gonna get in time and be able to
Yes,
get
I
there.
am. I will arrive there at 2:35 p.m. I'm going to hang around half an hour with for Jez to arrive.
I hope you find your
Then
sister.
we are going to ride with Jonathan actually back to the hotel. Then I will get ready to go to the Bethesda thing. Jez is a little salty that he doesn't get to go to it, I believe. It's not my fault.
But you have a pretty decent connection with
Yeah.
Bethesda and the
Find
way
your
you can
sister
pull that fun
and be
stuff, right?
careful.
Yes.
of
Jonathan
those
got
evil
into
adversaries.
Ubisoft. Nobody else got into that.
Dang.
Interesting. That one's gonna be on Monday afternoon, I believe.
That one would be a good one to go see.
But you know, being there in person for those conferences isn't as big a deal as you might think because... Uh-oh. What do I do? Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's not nearly as fun as you
No,
would think.
I mean, like, I like being there. You get the atmosphere of the crowd and stuff, but you...
This forest is just
It's a little
too
hard to talk
vast.
and say this.
I need to know
But
where
the
you
thing
live.
is, they stream the whole thing online, so all the information, which is the most exciting part of it, you get all that just staying at home. So why line up
Yeah.
and have to deal with all that stuff? That's the problem.
Well, yeah, and you actually get to see things. I mean, if you get stuck off to the side in the back, you can't see anything.
Yeah, that could be a problem. Like at the Microsoft one, we get there really early. We stay in line about 2 hours, and that way we're able to sit closer to the front. Yeah,
Nice.
What you're talking about is very applicable to sports as well. Like the way that HD cameras work, and there's cameras all over the field, and you know you can really enjoy a good sporting event from your home. Like it's almost you go to a sports game just for like the experience and to be around other people more than seeing the game because you can see the game better
yeah.
at home.
That does sound just like it. And the thing is, for me as a journalist, if I stay home, I could be writing a story as they're announcing that information, and I've done that before. Whereas if I'm there in person, then I can't actually get any work done. I'm just absorbing the information, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you could bring a laptop and try to type it out.
Man, my freaking laptop, the battery life is awful. But yeah, no, I used to live stream from the Microsoft thing. I think Tyler might have watched one of them. Like, I'm pretty good at being
I've
funny.
seen
Yeah.
the live blog or
Sure,
the
but-
live chats. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry. How do we call that? Live blog. That's the word. Yeah, we would live blog it. Daniel's not going to be there this
Yeah,
year.
those are
I don't
fun.
know. It's only Jez and I are getting into the Microsoft conference, and Jonathan. But like, I don't know if we have. Daniel's the only one who's ever been able to get that stuff to work, so I don't know if we'll be able to.
It's fun. Like you say, the writing wise, the best bet would be at home with dual monitor system, so you have the stream of the event up on one, and you're just ready to write posts as soon as possible on the other screen. You know, that's definitely a better way to do it, but it's less interactive.
Yeah. So but about Microsoft, tomorrow night they have an Xbox showcase, which is basically a big party where you can go and play some of the games and drink a lot. And so I'm Monday
Nice.
night, did I say that right? Anyway, I'm really,
You said tomorrow night, but no, you mean
yeah,
Monday night?
really looking forward to that. Open bar and everything. Bethesda's, I doubt, will be open bar because of the number of people they're letting in. What do we do?
That's how they open bar is how they try to steal people away from the Sony conference Monday night. You can go see Sony's products that won't come out for 5 years, or you can come
If
have
ever.
drinks, and we'll have strippers on the poles again.
Yes, it's perfect.
Oh boy.
Just don't not have strippers. That makes Lil Fryer very mad. So what do we got? Dead fish. Oh, and there was a basket. I'm sure I can use that for something or other. Nothing I can do right there yet. Oh, I can use the basket to get these, whatever they are, that are floating in the water.
Yeah, I went to a Microsoft conference last year, and at the end of every day, they rolled out the carts with beer and, you know, all kinds of other booze. And it's just like,
Was that the Worldwide Partner Conference or a different one?
that was Ignite, which is their systems admin conference. But sadly, I don't get to go this year.
Because of your job changing?
Yeah. But I do get to go to a different one, and I might get to actually meet Tyler.
Right.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
So it's in Salt Lake City, right? That's what you're saying.
Yes, it is. It's in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, Salt Lake City is quite the mecca for conferences. We have conferences here all the time. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the mountain type stuff. I mean, it seems like we have it in the summer too, but you know, we have a lot of like big events come here, like these type of conferences. So not huge events, but
It's probably cheap.
that's a good point too. It's definitely not going to be on the top tier cities for how pricey it's going to cost to put people up and stuff like that, and rent out areas.
Brian, why won't it let me aim more to the left with the crossbow here? This shooting the sandbag scene.
Zoom in.
Oh, okay. There we go. Gonna shoot me some sandbags. It's a fun little mini game.
Yeah, it is kind of neat. I wasn't expecting it. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. That's a bit weird,
Swish.
but okay.
Achievement.
Puzzle Master.
Nice.
Oh, finishing it in under a minute. That counted as a puzzle. That's funny. That wasn't even a puzzle.
Yeah, it sort of was, but it really
Getting
wasn't.
4 bags of sand with a bow and arrow.
I guess
dude.
figuring out to zoom in or not. There isn't a lock, not even a knob. Is it? Oh, but you can push these buttons.
Paul is such a knob.
Hey.
Yeah, what the hell?
Remember, the bear was walking through the mud.
You're through the mud.
That's your hint.
Let this squat for me, dude. Is this the only place I can go right now?
Yes. It's stop just pressing random ones. They're clearly marked.
They're just symbols. That doesn't mean anything to me.
The bear was walking through the mud.
I'm gonna start hitting you.
Is that a clue?
Doesn't sound like
Yes,
a clue.
it's a clue. The ones that the bear touched are covered in mud.
It didn't look that way to me.
I
Yes.
can't see
Yeah,
any
I
mud
just.
on there.
Oh, I guess.
it's-
Well, there's one. No, I guess there's 2 that have a little mud spot.
There's 2 that have mud. There's one that didn't, which was I thought was stupid. But you know, if you're gonna stick to that mechanic, you should do it
There you go.
everywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
but
There was
whatever.
one that didn't.
the bear was walking through the mud should be like our emergency phrase if something's going
That's
down.
Tyler's safe word.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
afraid of you.
She should be afraid of him. Then again, she does have a crossbow still, I think. So we just made it to a new scene. Don't forget, guys, Grim Legends. This game we're playing here, The Forsaken Bride, has just come out on Xbox One. I believe it's $10, or is it a little bit less? Something like that. It's 10 on Steam, so wouldn't be surprised.
If it's 10 on Steam, it's probably 10 on
Yeah,
Xbox One.
and
They
actually,
used to
it's
keep
a lot
those
of fun.
back.
I've quite enjoyed my time with it.
It's a great game. It's got the story's a little but the mechanics are what you go to these games for, and it's fun.
Kitty ran off on me. Seems to be very intrigued by the reflection on the floor. Can I grab that? Oh, I can. So I can use this to make the cat knock something down, is what it looks like. There he goes. Give me that key, Kitty.
Ah.
There we go. That's how they did it in Jurassic Park.
Yes, it's a great game, Maze. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, yeah, it's for this kind of game, it's trying to be what it is, and it's succeeding very well.
Yeah, it's not any more than
It's
what
not
it
like-
is. It's a good game.
Remember that Mace doesn't like any video
Yeah,
games.
no, well, I saw him playing this platformer once. It was horrendous looking, but he played it quite a while, so I'm sure he could have some fun.
Mario Maker.
No, it was some little indie Steam platformer.
Oh yeah, he loved that game. Yeah, it's like, man, stop
Yeah, I
playing
don't
this,
even-
man. Just move on to something else. And he's like, I demand to play more of
Yep,
this
I mean,
game.
there's other platformers out there.
Yeah. He's
If
just
you
stuck
enjoy
with that one.
any Artifex Mundi game, you'll probably like this one. It's very much right in their wheelhouse. It's pretty
Yeah, and
enjoyable.
you can get it, like we said, you can get it on Steam. Sorry, I didn't check if it's on the Windows Store, but a lot of their games are.
Oh, let's see. It probably is.
Oh, Windows.
That's the wrong one. I didn't want the Xbox.
it's
I want
not.
the store.
And they've just launched Grim Legends 3 on Steam. That you can be sure it'll eventually come to Xbox One, and we're not streaming it, although we did give out some copies to our live viewers tonight. But yeah, you can jump into any of these. I don't believe Part 3 is related to this one. I think they're just all kind of... Whoa. Sorry.
All three are on the Windows
Excellent.
Store.
Okay. God, all these freaking kids messaging me since I did that Minecraft story. I think I'm not going to write about Minecraft anymore. It's obnoxious.
But it's out now, isn't it? Or is it
Minecraft
still
Battle
not
comes out June 21st, I believe they announced.
Oh, there you go.
Padlock and chain? Oh, I can use the key. Hooray. Like, I blocked 2 of them today, because I just, they send you these unprompted party invites and game invites and stuff. And
Jeez,
it's not my
man.
responsibility to respond to that crap, so
Yeah, why are like young people so friendly on PSN and Xbox Live? It's like,
Man, I'm a
leave me
cranky
alone.
old man. Don't call me
Yeah.
up. Don't talk to
you
me.
have
I
to
don't want to
politely
hear from you.
introduce yourself. You don't just say, and they always,
Right.
if they even do, they just say the word hi and nothing else. Sorry, that's not good enough. Like, I don't just want to talk to every person out there. You have to make a case for it.
Yeah. Here's
God.
why I'm interesting enough.
He's so
to
elitist.
talk
It sounds a
to.
little bit like that when you say
Yeah.
it, but I mean, no, I do respond to a lot of messages, but I mean, come on, I've got a life, I've got things going on. And that's the same for every journalist, I'm sure.
True. And like every other scene, there's a little fairy in that one.
There is?
Yep, you
Can I
missed
go
it.
back to it? Or was it?
Yep. It's with the treasure chest, the little box.
Not seeing it. Yeah, it's free. It's
It's
a
not
demo,
free
and
on the
then you have to
Windows
pay
Store.
For the real game.
Yes, you have to pay for the game. It's an in-app purchase.
Yeah. So how do I get back to that treasure box?
All the way on the left.
All the way on the left.
Yep.
Okay, fairy. I'm not seeing a fairy.
On the right.
Oh, there it was. You're right. Okay, so there's your collectible.
They hide them pretty
Yeah, that
well
blended in.
sometimes.
But I mean, it's only because I'm streaming that I'm moving at a little bit of a faster pace than I would usually play a game like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, that's fine.
Oh, turn the wheel.
I have to stop myself and slow down and go, okay, there's probably one hidden in here. Where is it? They get harder to find the more you...
But as far as making friends with me online, just cold making friends with me, like the best way to do it obviously is watching our Twitch streams, and that's how I met most of you guys, and a lot of us have become friends. It's great. So, I mean, Twitch is the way to do it. That's what I put my energy into, and that's where people who want to get in close with me will put their energy. Up the stairs. So, just a reminder, guys, I'm heading to E3 tomorrow. I will be getting back to Texas on Friday, so we still will have a Saturday stream. We haven't nailed down the game yet. We're still working on that, but, hopefully we'll still have one. Don't forget, you can watch the replay of this stream through the actual article for the stream. You have to go to the article and you'll find the video embedded there, because they are unlisted now. That's what we're doing going forward. So, and we do appreciate if you throw us a few views on that. So please do go look at it. If you come to the if you go to the article later on, read the comments or whatever, let the video play for a little bit, and that way we get a few views out of it. Just the Internet Girl.
Don't lie, Tyler.
And don't forget, guys, the best way to thank us for our streams is always to leave comments on the article and for the other reviews that we're promoting when we do the stream. Like tonight we did that Corsair headset review. Really could use some comments on that. Trying to get in good with Corsair. There may be someone who's a little bit difficult there. So we need to, we need to show them that people liked that review. So please, if you can, leave a nice positive comment on the headset review.
Yeah, and that headset looks pretty cool. This puzzle takes a very long time. You might want to move on.
Well, I mean, it's time to end anyway. We said we were going to end a little early.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one takes a while. There's a lot of shifting back and forth.
Ow! Thank you, Family Corpse.
That sounded like it hurt.
Much appreciated.
Sorry.
Yeah, remember, the people who leave the comments, those are our true supporters. We love everybody, but especially the people who support us in that way, because that's the kind of support that we need specifically. So please just remember that. Most of you have accounts, just use it. I want to thank Artifex Mundi for the prizes. This game just came out. Artifex Mundi is so cool about letting us give out games that have just come out or are about to come out. So it's always a pleasure to do that instead of having to wait till the game's been out for a while. Very cool of them. They gave us tons of codes too.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
And you guys have been great on mic, Brian and Tyler.
Thank you.
No worries.
Happy to be
Right,
here.
yeah, I wish I didn't have to end things. I'm
Always
having a
a fun
great time
time.
hanging out with you guys. But yeah, I've got to try to get my hair cut before I leave for E3. It's already very late, so we'll see how that works out.
All right.
So thanks again. Oh, also thanks to Icky for running the contest. Love you guys. We
Indeed.
will see you.
Good job,
we will
man.
see you
Good
next
job.
Saturday. And whatever you do, don't hate. Appreciate.
See ya.
Have a good one.
That'll hold the little SOBs.
There it is.